right, welcome everybody to our season 2 premiere of the tactical quiz. So this will be a Wednesday deal for a while here, as long as we can keep it up. And I think I'm trying to do too many things at once here, so I'm talking and clicking all over the place. So now that I bring this up, which is what I thought I was doing in the first place, we're good to go. So again, thanks everybody for showing up to the whoever is showing up live to the tactical quiz. Tactical quiz has been around for a while, different incarnations of it, different versions of it, and it's coming back with some force with this new iteration of it. This will be the first season of it, and I've added some things to the lineup. And we've got Foss joining us, DM Foss joining us from Washington State. Thanks for jumping in.
Oh, no problem.
So I don't have to come up with some kind of intro to this whole thing. Ideally, we'll keep this thing going for a bit. We'll see what kind of response we get. The goal here is to have some fun and to focus on, or look at our gun community in another way, with another layer. Sounds like somebody else jumping in. There's DJ joining. Thanks for jumping in.
Good evening, fellas.
From Nebraska. Not that it matters, but we're just mentioning the states people are from for people that might be joining this show and not been listening to other stuff. So this is happening on 2 channels. It's happening on the Daily Gun Show channel, and it's happening on our Gun Websites channel. And that's, I think, how I'm going to run it. I will probably drop it off of the Gun Websites channel and leave it on the Daily Gun Show. I don't know. We'll see. But the idea is to make this our Wednesday show for the Daily Gun Show. As the Daily Gun Show gets back into swing, Wednesdays were traditionally the day that we did the tactical quiz and some other stuff, but going forward, it's just going to be the tactical quiz. It's going to be about an hour, and Foss has a show coming up. Actually, his debut show is showing up after this one. You want to take a second and tell us about that one?
Just kind of a free-form chat. Talk about whatever, just try and have some fun. Nothing too serious.
Right on. And coincidentally, we're doing these kind of starting them off on the same day. So works out. So this will be our Wednesday show. And Patreons are welcome to join in as players, I guess, contestants. We have links out on our YouTube channel site as well. So it's, I guess, a perk of being a channel member. Now, if you want to play along, of course, you're welcome to do that. And this is not just the video. The video is like the introduction of the quiz, I guess, but then the quizzes themselves that live over at tacticalquiz.com, and we'll open them up or unlock them after we go live like this. So anybody can play these things live or anytime you want after tonight. And as we keep going, some of these that are locked up still will become unlocked like these others, and I'll have it arranged better. I'm still building this whole thing. But tonight we've got 3 quizzes. We'll be here for about an hour. And we've got some prizes and stuff. So if we jump over to our Instagram and take a look at the post just made over there to let people know about the show, we've got some fabulous prizes here. Some a new item out of the 3D printer, first version out of the 3D printer here, this DC Project deal. Got a couple of 50 BMG rounds that I've been making with the new colors that I just got in the mail, and then a new mag a 7.62 by 39 ammunition collection display that looks like a magazine. Another project I worked on with the 3D printer. Just been playing around with some new. This is the material that the milk jugs are made out of. The cap of a milk jug is made out of this material. I bought some in orange and some in blue, and the details don't come out as well, but it's very rugged and durable plastic. So I've been experimenting with the temperatures and stuff. I think you can even tell in this picture the resolution, I guess, differences in some of these prints based on the different temperatures and stuff. So some of those prototypes and some of those first run items are some of our prizes tonight. However, I think I'm going to also put up another prize. And at some point here, I'm going to say, what do we say? About 10 minutes into the game, it's over. By the time we start playing the game, if you haven't joined in, you're not a participant. You're just an audience member who joins in, because the link is still out there. I guess I should put the link out or I'm going to get ready to put the link out over on Patreon, where we put the link to join in here. I'm going to post the password so that anybody playing along is going to be able to unlock these quizzes and play along. Well, any Patreon can unlock and play along and be part of this whole thing. And I'm just going to do that real quick. Nope, I opened up the wrong one. So let me open up the actual correct post. Did I pin one or something? Is that what happened? Oh, yeah, I pinned one. That was dumb of me. So I got to unpin this one so that it's the first post, I guess. Sorry about the behind the scenes here. I had a thing pinned over there. That might have been confusing for people. So now I'm going to, I unpinned that. So the most current post over on Patreon is going to have the link to join. And now it has the password. What is the password? And without the quotes, of course. And then I'll unbold that and post it. Well, I'm about to post it. I'm going to wait until we're actually playing so that nobody digs ahead and somehow horks it or something. So as soon as I click the button here to get started, we'll have no more participants. However, Patreons and stuff can play from home. I just knocked everything over, so let me move all this out of the way. Good news is when you knock over this stuff in 3D print, it doesn't break. All right, so we've got the quiz starting. As soon as I get done saying stuff here, then the doors will be closed and it's all everybody who's in the room is in the room. We'll start the quiz. We'll have 3 rounds. It'll probably be less than an hour because there's only two contestants tonight, and whoever plays live from home. And then when we're all done, they'll be the winner. So they'll get to pick, Foss and DJ get to pick whatever from the 3D print stuff we got there. In the future, I just didn't have time to do it today, we'll have 3 options. There'll be maybe more than 3, but those should be some prize package options. So people that want hats, there'll be some hats. People that want patches will have patches. People that want 3D printed stuff, that kind of thing, right? So you'll be able to, as a winner, get to pick something that you're actually interested in and not just whatever we happen to be pointing at. However, tonight, since it's the first show, and since it sounds like it's only going to be these 2 players, you know what you're going to get? I was going to make it 5 whammies, but that was when Foss was here by himself. Now that it's DJ, it's probably more appropriate to make a fight over 3 whammies. And these whammies are going to be wild cards in future shows. So you're going to have them. You're going to keep track of them. And if you ever play again, or when you play again, you're going to be able to use these as wild cards to not as weapons against other players, but when there's no holds barred, you're going to have a way to. Oh, wait a minute. Now who's showing up? Now barbecue is showing up. As soon as we brought whammies into it, barbecue shows up. So you'll end up, the winner tonight will get 3 whammies that you'll be able to use in future shows. I know this is unconventional, that other shows expect you to have it all tight and cut and dry. It happens in this show, stays in this show. We're going to pull things across. So whoever wins tonight is going to walk away with 3 whammies. Are those whammies transferable? Maybe. Can you apply them to other people? Maybe. We'll see. They're wild cards. All right. So does anybody have any questions about the rules or about prizes tonight?
No.
It'll make it, thanks. I will make it clearer, hopefully, as time goes on. So again, thanks to the 3 contestants we've got tonight. If anybody is out there that ain't the 3 contestants, because it looks like the 3 of y'all are the ones that are chatting out there tonight. If anybody else is out there, feel free to chime in. You are welcome to play at home. However, wait, should I leave it open to the people that are watching, or should I make it just for the people that are Patreons? I'll take suggestions on that, but we just dropped the password to the Patreon so that they can play along. That means that Foss, DJ, and Barbecue, if you've got a way to play from a different device, do you? I guess I should have asked that already.
I could play from my desktop.
Okay.
I can play with my other handset.
All right. So if I give you guys the link, let's see. Foss was here first. So we've got a gun channels quiz today. We've got a revolver quiz and a shooting sports. We're going to do all of them. Which one should we do first?
Gun channels.
There's
No, it's Foss's pick.
my
For
bad.
first, I'd say gun channels.
Okay, so we're doing gun channels first. Here's the link to you guys, and then I'll put that in the internal. Does that work if I put it in the internal chat, the private chat? And then give you guys the password here, over here too. Oops. Do this, do this, do this, move this out of the way, do this, and then flip it back over to regular, drop it over here. So does that work for you guys if I drop the password like that? Does that give you guys the option to go in and play on your own? So while they're figuring that out, here's the deal. So there's this quiz. It's got a password on it right now, only because I don't want a bunch of people going in and messing it up before we actually get a chance to play. But it'll have 10 questions. Right now, they all look like this. This will change too once I have a chance to play with it a little bit more. But we got 10 questions, and if these guys can play from home, they'll get a score at the end. I will just keep going through without leaving any actual answer here so that I'm leaving it untouched for anybody who wants to play this later. They'll be able to watch the quiz and not get all the not get spoilers. So if that works, let me know if you guys, has everybody got logged in? You got another device to play on?
Working on it right now.
I gotta go fire up the desktop. I'm gonna be a minute.
Oh, well, go ahead. And then
Yep.
Foster, you're able to?
Yeah, I'm logged in.
Okay, cool.
We're
And
all just
then-
waiting on barbecue.
Yeah, of course. Who just now, after saying that 100 times, is just now getting ready to start fixing to get over to maybe get the things turned on. So we'll just start going and he'll catch up. So gun channels quiz number 1. And there's 10 of these. We started taking, I'm going to zoom this in a little bit more so you can read it a little bit better. Like this, maybe. Here we go. We started taking a photo with the logo patches at the Gun Channels meetups by the suggestion of what Gun Channels member. Was that Biker Bob? Was that Marco, Pink Panther, or Quark? And I don't know. Should we just, do you guys think you know the answer? How about that?
I don't have a clue.
I have an uneducated guess that I've entered on the tacticalquiz.com website.
Oh, snap. Okay, good. So we'll just do it like that without giving answers. If you guys are okay with that, we'll just go with your results at the end as far as scores. So the answers are Biker Bob, Marco, Pink, or Quark. And sounds like you guys have no just knowledge of that one. You're just guessing, it sounds like.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
go to
Yeah.
the next one.
Yes.
All right, so the next one is, which of the following projects started first? Every Second Matters or Gun Channels? And I guess just give me like, oh, I know this one, or this one's guessing, or something like that, or I'm positive, some kind of response so that it's fun for people, but since we're not going to answer it.
I know this one.
I came in late to the whole gun channels concept, so I guess I'm gonna be guessing.
Yeah, mine are all going to be guesses. I came in kind of right after.
No, but we talk about this stuff, so that's why I'm thinking. Jill's trying to figure out if these things are too hard or not. And
I don't
then
pay attention.
next one was Gun Channels members meet up at what big event twice each year? The Dallas Gun Show, Miami Gun Show, Las Vegas Gun Show, or the Tulsa Gun Show? Ironic date. And ironically, nobody who is actually in gun channels or going to these things has showed up tonight. So they could have walked away with 3 whammies, potentially. All right, next one. Gun websites are me. I started gun channels with which channel member in 2013? Biker Bob, Glock Guru, Pink Panther, or Smeggy? Anybody have any idea? I don't know if I've never talked about this. I think I've alluded to the concept, but I don't know. I think the members would know. All right, so we'll go to the next one. Which channel would make leather holsters during live chats? This is gun channels. So is it Biker Bob, One Bad Marine, Nathan's Armory, or Space Buns? So this is not like, I guess at the olden days, Ozzy was around, but he never actually, that I'm aware of, popped open a video and made holsters live, has he? There was a
I don't think so.
member who did that, who would sit there basically with the camera on just like Foss is and making holsters. Next one. Does anybody? These are all Gun Channels members, by the way. Does anybody know? Everybody knows Bob, right?
Yeah.
The other show, Bob was a co-host. One Bad Marine, guy who sent me one of the printers, and these guys started every second matters in one of his chats. Nathan's Armory, and then Space Buns. Those are also Gun Channels members. There's Barbecue jumping in. So you need both. Well, it doesn't matter. You're good to go. Do you need both of them in here?
Yeah. I'm gonna.
Yeah, you don't need both of them in here. Can you hear me on this one? And talk on this one?
Into the quiz. Once I get into the quiz, I'll tell you.
Okay, then I removed your other one so we don't get the echo is all. Your other one was on the phone? I'm guessing his other one was a phone. All right, Glocktober started in the Gun Channels conversations in what year? 13, 14, 15, or 16? Does anybody even know what Glocktober is? Because we ended it in another year.
I do.
Less about 4 years.
I've got a Glocktober patch.
So it sounds like some guessing here. Go ahead.
Well, I know what year the first year for the Glocktober patch was, so I'm kind of left in the dark there too. Could have been the year before in discussion or the year of its production. Not sure. Had to guess.
The whole idea of having a date on there was the whole thing. Let's see. Gun Channel's lobby chat started with which longtime member? Night Strike, probably everybody knows. Pink Panther, everybody knows. Quark, everybody's heard of. Or Pawnery. I don't know if anybody knows Pawnery in this group.
I know of him.
Now, did all of these people have lobbies? No. Most of them did. But that's a trick question to some extent. No, it's not a trick question. I think anybody who knows.
All right,
If I
make
was
it
like-
run now.
Oh, yeah. I had the other
Awesome.
one removed from the stream or whatever. So it hasn't been an echo. But if I put Mr. Knives in there, I think that would have been confusing because Knives did run live chats. Everybody knows that, I think, but he didn't start them. He was the last one to do them, basically. Okay, so then which Gun Channel member made knives during live chats? That was an element of Gun Channels, is people that were craftsmen and artisans and stuff would work on their crafts, have the lobby chats open during work hours, so they would be doing things. Sometimes they worked at night. So is it Ghost Town, Nathan's Armory, Moon Food, or some guy in Sandy? These are actually all Gun Channels members.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get any of these right.
Yeah, I'm making these for a lot of people, and I didn't, got a Gun Channels people that are patrons and stuff. So this one's obviously a Gun Channels one, but anyway. So the next one is which channel would talk about shooting with the single action shooting competitions? Biker Bob, KMA Beaver, Nathan's Armory, or Space Buns? And then the last one is what year did every second matter start? 12, 13, 14, or 15? And has Barbecue, did you get a chance to answer all 10 yet?
Not yet. I'm working on it.
Okay. And then DJ and Fosto, you guys are done?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so then what we'll have is at least 3 responses by the time these guys are done. Now, ideally, we'd have whatever it can hold, 9 people in here doing this thing Brady Bunch style. And then we'd have 9 responses. But at this point, how confident are you? Any predictions on your scores? Or did you already get your scores?
I
I
already
got my score. Yeah.
Okay. So Barbecue is, what are you, 80%, 90%? You're almost done? You're starting.
6 of 10, 60%.
Okay. So
Quiz
then,
faster.
Yeah, exactly. Foss, what was your what do you call it? What was your score then?
40%.
Ooh,
Okay. DJ, what was yours?
40%.
Mm-mm. I don't think I brought anything into account for you know what? We can have some fun with the predictions or something then if we get a tie. But it's all up to Barbecue now. So no pressure or nothing. You just got to get higher than 40%. Although Barbecue, is he paying more attention in chats? Does he hear more stuff and retain it? And when we're talking about stuff from the olden days, how many people are even around? It's like me and Pink and Knives. I think maybe when Marine comes around, but not too many people from the olden days are still around bullshit.
He should get a 10-point penalty for being late.
Being the last one in here.
Yeah.
And for dawdling.
He's taking his time. He's reading. Well, he's reading them with that stupid phone thing, probably, right?
Yep.
So he's got issues with his.
Oh, I think I got that one
Vision.
wrong. I'm an idiot.
So he's reading them with a screen reader. So we'll give him a second for that. But got Mario out there. Good evening. Ludicrous, or no, Lunatic. Sorry, Ludicrous would be a different name. And then just us. Anybody else that's out there, feel free to chime in. If you're playing along as a Patreon, you've got the password in that last post that we posted this evening, right before the show. So you could be playing along. They're password protected. These quizzes are password protected just so that we don't get a bunch of extraneous results in there. But once the show's over, when I'm listening to Foster's show this evening, I'll go in and I'll take off the passwords, and then anybody who wants to play these things can play them. The scores will accumulate, and you'll be able to match your score with others. All right, how's barbecue doing?
9 of 10.
All right, and then I'll get ready by zapping you guys out the next link. Or do you already have it? Do you need me to give you the link to the Revolver Quiz? Or wait, the poll out there is going to tell us. I guess it'll be the Revolver Quiz after all. Do you guys need a link to the Revolver Quiz, or do you got it?
I'll have to take a look in a second.
And I'm looking. Yeah, we can access those from the tacticalquiz.com website there.
Yeah, just on the page itself, you can just jump up. But I threw it in the side there as well, just in case. But again, what we're doing is we're playing a tactical quiz. Right now, we're waiting for barbecue.
Here it comes. Processing.
Okay.
What's it say?
30%.
Hold on, I'm trying to find where the hell the score is.
Whammy.
Your score is 50%.
Oh, so barbecue just slaughtered them by 10% on the first one. So that's what, 1 point better. So
Yeah.
barbecue wins number one.
The average score is 0%, it says.
Yeah, that is because maybe I got something broke, or I don't know why. It should be more than that. It should be whatever 40, 50, and 0 is, 30% or 20% or something. So anyway, I'm not going to scroll through, but yeah, what barbecue just did, what these guys have done is finish. It should, maybe something's broke on it, I got to go look, is give you your percentage compared to everybody else. I'll ruin the first one here. And when you scroll down, you'll see the answers. So you'll know, or you'll see which ones you got wrong in either case. I didn't answer any of them, so I got them all wrong. Hopefully this is becoming clear. I don't know when to stop clarifying everything, so I'm just going to start going. So next we're going to do the Revolver Quiz, which was chosen by the people watching live out there on the YouTube side. YouTube gives us a chance to do a poll, so I've got a poll going on which one should be, well, I should have put in there which one will be tonight's second tactical quiz. Normally, if I get this thing going the way I'd like, I'll have 5 or 6 topics, and the players and the audience will get to choose just 3 of the many topics, and then that way it won't be what you see is what you get. It'll be a buffet, and you'll get to pick some things. So getting back to it, we're at the Revolver Quiz. Did you guys already?
How do I get to the Revolver Quiz?
I put the link in the side chat. Otherwise, just on the Tactical Quiz page, go up to the top and click on tonight's Tactical Quizzes, and the Revolver Quiz is the second one in the little bullet points there.
Tonight's Tactical Quizzes. Perfect.
And in the future, I'm probably going to change that. I didn't mean to write tonight's Tactical Quizzes up there, so in the future, it'll just say Tactical Quizzes. Saying, didn't you found Every Second Matters with? No, we were both there, but there was 12 to 14 people who started Every Second Matters at the end of 2013. It was kind of definitely a collaborative thing, but it was sort of a thing that no one knew was coming. It just sort of showed up one day in the conversations, and nobody put it down. It was really fun. It was really neat. It's kept me going all these years. Just being around that sort of environment was really cool. All right, so everybody good to go? I don't know, did you guys already plow through the quiz, or you're plowing through it? I'll just kind of talk about it here for the people watching then. The Smith & Wesson Model 10 was the most popular centerfire revolver of the 20th century. How many were made over the years? So without saying an answer necessarily. Was this one you were confident guessing, or you knew
Guessing.
it?
Guessing.
Really? Not even any way to figure it out? Just guessing?
Well, I could Google it.
Well, yeah.
That's what I was gonna say. I could Google it, but that'd be about it.
Well, because sometimes you can go, well, it can't be this many because that'd be ridiculous, and this is too little, so or something like that. And I'm asking one to keep the thing interesting for people watching who are not saying anything out there, and then also, well, I guess for people that are in the future listening to this backwards, right? Listen to this after the fact, but then also to learn a bit about if I'm making these things too hard or not, because I'm building all these things. I've built these things over the last couple of weeks, and the goal is to learn the system so that I can build better and better ones as we go forward here. So next up is Smith & Wesson Model 10 was introduced in what year? 1859, 1899, or 1959? And the way we're playing is so that, should we answer it? Should you guys try to answer and I'll answer along with it? Or is it better to just, I think it's for the quiz part of it, for the competition part, we need to keep it where you guys just get your, nobody knows the answers, right? And plus we don't want to answer them because then everyone said, okay, so I don't think there's any answers. So confident or guessing? Or nothing? Oh,
Not even an educated guess on this one.
Look there. Some guy saying the actual human version of quiz question we had a minute ago. All right, so the next one, the 1907 Colt discontinued the new police revolver. Wait, how did I do this? In 1907, in 1907, Colt discontinued the new police revolver and replaced it with what model? The Colt Police Positive, the Colt Official Police, or the Colt SSA?
Did I say SSA or SAA?
SAA, whatever. Sorry.
I was gonna say, did I misread that?
No, but Single Action Army. Anyway, guessing or knew that one?
Guess again.
Yep.
These are actually pretty good revolver questions. I like these.
So,
I don't have a freaking clue on them.
Yeah, it's tough because, revolver questions, I started coming up with them, and then you come up with my tendency is tiny revolvers. Nobody's going to know those. So, modern revolvers, history of revolvers, the evolution, right? So there's actually quite a lot. And I'll think in future quizzes, we'll be able to have things like, the easy revolver quiz or the hard revolver quiz, that kind of thing. So the next one is in 1896, Theodore Roosevelt, then the president of the Board of Commissioners of the New York Police Department, ordered 4,500 Colt new police revolvers. What caliber were they? So in 1896, what caliber? By the way, these were the first time a police department ever bought a batch of standard firearms for their department. Until then, that had never happened. I'm pretty sure in the history of time. So Theodore Roosevelt was the first one to buy until then, police just came with their own gun from home. So this was the first time police bought something. It was 4,500 new police revolvers. Were they 32 Smith & Wesson long? Were they 38 Special? Were they 357 Magnum? Or 45 Schofield? You can answer
pretty
them.
solid on this one.
It's just that we don't want to answer them here and give you an answer so that it spoils it for people. But you guys can chat in this. I'm talking to the people playing at home, like watching from the chat, like Sandy here. Don't feel bad if you post answers. That's part of the.
Yeah, I second guessed myself on this one and got it wrong.
Well, because you guys also not only know what your score was, but which ones you got right or wrong.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that maybe I could ask is if you guessed and if you got it right or wrong, because that's not hurting nothing, right? As long as we're not shouting out answers.
Yeah.
So did anybody
still
get it
doing the
right?
Quiz.
Was anybody confident about it?
Pretty confident.
Okay.
That one, no, still wasn't confident. The following
Next
one,
one?
I'm confident on.
Colt Single Action Army revolver was designed in what year? 1852, 72, or 92? And while everybody's discussing if they're going to tell me if it was difficult or easy, you can also, if anybody has suggestions or ideas for quizzes or quiz questions, feel free to send them in. My email is gunwebsites@gmail.com. Was that one easy? Barbecue set was easy. Nobody else?
I wouldn't say easy, but I got mine in.
In what year did the Illinois State Police become the first major law enforcement agency to adopt a semi-automatic pistol? By the way, that was the first law enforcement agency to ever adopt a semi-auto. They were the first ones. That New York thing back in the day was the first revolvers to be issued. Then for a whole bunch of time, there was nothing but revolvers. So in this year, Illinois decided, let's use a semi-auto. 57, 67, 77, or 87. Is that one
That's
easy
a
or
tough
hard?
one.
I
That
had
one's-
this one right, and then I changed my answer and got it wrong.
Oh, I've always been told go with your gut reaction always on these kind of questions or these kind of results or tests.
Or fill in the bubble for C. That's what I always went with on standardized tests.
That's some of the thing. That was a thing back in the old days of like those
Mhm.
bubbles. And I think that was more of a human nature, like the test maker's tendency type of thing, more than anything else, right? Anyway, New York Police Department switched from revolvers to semi-autos in what year? So it's similar to the last one, but this one was New York Police Department switched from revolvers to semi-autos in 83, 93, or 2003. This one should have been simple, right? Should have been super simple. It can't be one, and there's no way it's the other. So it has to be the one, I think.
I still got it wrong.
Oh, man. I guess you have to know when the what's-his-face's things were invented and imported. And if you know that, then you know it can't be one. The next one is the BFR, Big Frame Revolver from Magnum Research, was introduced in what year? 89, 95, 99, or 2005? Easy, hard, got it right, wrong?
Again, just taking a wild guess.
Was Tupper out there?
I just finished my quiz. So I'm sorry, which number is that?
Oh, that was 8, I guess. The first the first cartridge revolvers were created by what company? Colt, Remington, Ruger, Smith & Wesson.
This is one of the 3 I got right.
I'm embarrassed. I didn't get this one right. I should have.
Oh, snap.
I have
Good.
no idea if I got it right. I'm on the last question now. I'm sorry.
All right, so the last one is, which direction do most, because there is an exception to every rule, but what direction do most Colt revolvers rotate? Do their cylinders rotate clockwise or counterclockwise? And that's something that most revolver people don't pay attention to. But, okay, so we're waiting for barbecue, I think. So, Foss, what was your result? Or your
30%.
DJ?
Yes, 60%.
Oh, snap. Barbecue then?
Let me take a look here. Oh, great. I got the Colt one right. I was going to be really upset with myself if I didn't. Your score is 60%.
Ooh. Is there a sudden death?
I don't know. So I don't know why this thing is trying to distract it, because this thing should have been giving me an average score. That's the whole point of locking the thing out, so that we don't get 200 test results and have a weird average. So I got to fix this. I guess I can't do it right now, but so it's a tie, I guess, for this one. We'll let them wait. So the barbecue won the first one, and now it's a tie with barbecue and DJ. I don't think there's any reason to let it go as a tie, right? Like it should be some kind of a result on this one instead of taking it to the next one. We got half an hour almost. So I think what it will do is we'll go with a way if you can read the room, right? So I'm going to go to the Girls of Sci-Fi section of the Who Wins This War, which is a portion of the website, and there's all these different challenges. Like you get to pick who's going to win, and I'm going to pick one that's got, if I can find one that's got over 10, that would be ideal. 10 results, but none of them have 10 yet. People haven't been using the system yet. So I'm going to go with the one that's got a bunch. 5, probably the one at the top. So assuming that no one has gone in here and looked recently, who's going to win this? The real Uhura from the old Star Trek, or the fake new Uhura from the new Star Trek? And it's
Real
not
Uhura.
your opinion. It's when I click results, it's
Oh.
going to tell me who everybody else voted for. So no cheating. But Barb, I'm going to go DJ first. Who are you picking?
The real Uhura. That's the real answer. Anybody else is wrong.
Well,
DJ?
we got.
Or, I mean, barbecue?
I was going to say the same thing, but then that puts us in a tie still.
No, that's fine. There's 100 of them. So the result is you guys were both right. So the next one is going to be okay. The next one is the girl from the news. No, the girl from Rogue One, or the original Princess Leia from the old days. So Jin or whatever her name is, Urso, and Leia Organa.
I'm going to go old school probably on all of these, but Barbecue can answer first.
No, you got to answer first because otherwise I figure you're cheating. Barbecue takes longer to cheat.
Oh, okay. Princess Leia for the win.
And then Barbecue?
We'll go with the Rogue One chick just for shits and giggles.
Okay, well, you totally lost everything because no one's ever even voted for her ever.
I was gonna vote. Well, I was gonna vote for Leia, but I was like, well, it's gonna be silly if him and I are picking the same thing the whole time.
Tie.
Well, we got 100 of them, so it would have been interesting. But
that's all right.
That's fine. So then it looks like DJ wins this one.
Yeah,
right.
I get to win one. Barbecue beats me all the time. I don't know if Boss has beaten me at anything, but I would assume he has if we've ever been in competition. So it's a red letter day for me.
I did the one time we went up against each other.
Yeah. You got a good memory, man. I probably, the loser likes to forget the losses, right?
All right. So now we're heading back to tonight's tactical quizzes. We're going back to shooting sports. Same password for these guys. Nobody else can get in because we got them password locked. Wait, what did I do? Did I mess up something here? Oh, I messed that one up, huh? So you guys need a link to the actual shooting sports one?
I've just opened it up, but there's not a place. It doesn't begin as the other two did.
I got to dig in here. Hold on.
Oh, does it say shooting sports? I thought it said shotgun.
It does. Well, there's going to be shotgun stuff in it. No, there's a shotgun one, but I guess no, it doesn't say shotgun. Forget it. Let me quit talking and start clicking here. So is this working? How about that as an open-ended question? What can I change? What's working? What should I change? As I edit here real quick. God, this is a fight for you guys to say stuff. So it's
actually this what it did for me at least is when on the tactical quiz site under tonight's tactical quizzes, when pushing shooting sports, the third choice, it takes me to a Minuteman University page.
Yeah, no. I'm fixing that. I don't care. Yeah, I'm fixing that. I'm saying
there's two links at the top just above that. One says competition shooter quiz, one says shooting sports quiz. And then has the underneath that has that Minuteman University.
Sorry to be a dunderhead here.
Anyhow, not talking about the actual issue I'm fixing right now, but as far as the quiz and the procedure and the protocols, let me fix this while you guys tell me what can I change on the show as a mid-break here as I'm fixing the thing we're talking about.
My apologies.
Sudden death rules.
What?
Just have like an actual set of questions that are sudden death.
Yeah, set tiebreaker.
Oh, okay.
Something like, in the event of a tie, DJ loses. Something simple.
Of course. Well, I got to be the whipping boy.
Because Night Strike's not in here?
10 questions is a good length.
I don't know where that came from, but we don't need to have any of that Night Strike bullshit crap in my chat, so I don't need to hear that. Night Strike's one of the people that's been doing stuff the longest for more people, who's like constantly helping people, and people rip on him. I see no reason to do that, so I'm not going to.
I just rip on everybody and say it's all in good fun.
I don't care. That's your problem. But in my chats, I'm not going to sit here and listen to people drag on. Night Strike is all I'm saying. So it's trying to break in there. Now it's working. So going back to tonight's tactical quizzes and clicking on shooting sports, same password as before. And here we go. Let me get out of this window and find out where my chat went.
Yeah, I think the 10 questions is a good length.
Yeah,
right on. making 10 is actually really tough. Like it's way tougher than you think, making 10 questions for each of these things. So I wouldn't want to do more than 10. And it looks like doing 3 sets of 10 would work. Like in an hour. Okay, is everybody, now that it's working, is everybody good to go?
Yep. Got the first question up.
I'm still getting the Minuteman University page.
Hit a refresh on there. Hit a refresh.
Should be.
And then I'll drop a link in the side chat if that makes it any easier. And then it's the same password once you open it up. And there's Ozzy out there, so we got another people that we know out there. Did I say 2 Live was out there? All ties good with match. And I don't know if I mentioned Tupperware chimed in an answer on the last quiz. All right, I'll set up some instant or some death matches for ties. I didn't even think about ties. So this is part of the learning process. All right, so everybody good to go? You're all running through. We already did your quiz, I suppose. This gives you enough time to do the quizzes at least.
Yeah.
How many shooting positions are in American Skeet? 4, 6, 8, or 10? So I'm not good at that kind of stuff. Being dyslexic or whatever makes it difficult for me to remember. I know there's a bunch, but I'd have to sit there and I don't even know if I could tell without knowing the answer, which I already know. Did anybody know this one off the top of their head?
No.
Maybe if they shoot Skeet all the time, it'd be easy.
I've never shot it, but I do believe I know the answer.
The Soldier of Fortune match ran from 1979 through what year? Through 1981, 1991, 2001, or 2011? I don't know how many people know the Soldier of Fortune match, but you know the magazine people would have they'd have like a convention, and then people started to show up in the desert outside of Vegas during or prior to the convention, and just went shooting, and then that turned into an exposition shoot, and then a competition and everything. Kind of a neat story. I never got to go see it, but
yeah, I was guessing it probably closed when the magazine didn't they go out of business?
yeah, the magazine.
Yeah.
Well, the publisher, I don't know, it got moved around, I think, but yeah, exactly. And I think the match lasted longer though. Or Ozzy is saying, I just watched Barbecue's interview with the ladies from the DC project. Very nice.
Thanks, Ozzy.
Is that one that came out today, or is that one he's talking about from before?
It came out today
Oh, okay. I haven't seen that then.
with Mary and Brooke.
Oh, okay. Was that live or a recorded one?
Pre-record.
Oh, you had your Wednesday show today, though, huh? Your daytime show?
Yeah.
So anybody know that one, or was it just a guess? It's tough to know who's out there, especially when you pick
They're
competition.
all a guess.
You know what people are going to know when they pick competition shooting. So now Paralympic shooting began in what year? I know that one's come up. I've shared that question.
Yeah,
so.
you gave
Yeah,
me
I'm pretty sure I got that.
and I got it wrong.
I got one last question. I don't know if I did or not.
Targets for trap, skeet, and sporting clays are commonly made from what material? Ceramic, clay, glass, or petroleum resin? Did we get that one wrong or right? Or
I got it wrong.
I'm scrolling down to see. I didn't score very well. Can't imagine I did.
Which is the larger, the CMP Talladega Marksmanship Park in Tennessee or the Ben Avery shooting facility in Arizona?
Ooh.
I got
I
it
don't think
wrong.
that many people know about either one of those places. However, shooting sports people might know about both of them because I think they're both kind of like destinations where state matches or like regional matches or national matches even are held sometimes. So along those lines, which is larger, the Ben Avery shooting facility in Arizona or the Clark County facility in Nevada?
I got this one right.
Was he guessing or did you know it for sure?
I was guessing.
I did the same and got it wrong.
All right, so next one, similar to the other one. What's the difference between American skeet and international skeet? Anybody
I
know
got
this?
this one right.
And then it was color and shape of targets, number and shots at each target, size of the guns used, or size of targets and speed of targets. I guess I could say size and speed of targets to make that easier to read.
Another wrong answer for me.
How many target? I see. That's kind of the thing where I knew of some things because there's lots of differences. Actually, I knew of the ones that are described to me as the differences, but how to get those, if that's the same for other people, is the question. Because somebody else might say, "Oh, it's the the distance from the targets or something," which I didn't have on the list. So how many target houses are there on a skeet field? A lot
I
of
got
shocking
this one.
stuff for this one.
I got it right.
I
Not
figured
me.
this one is kind of super easy, but maybe people don't shoot skeet. And then the Bianchi Cup, however you say that, began in what year? 69, 79, 89, or 99? And I
got
think
this
that is
wrong.
the guy who
Haha.
made the posters. I don't think anybody, unless you're a competition shooter, how would you know that? Or maybe people that like to watch gun video or gun TV shows back in the old days. They used to talk about this quite a bit, especially when the NRA took it over.
Yeah, I don't know what the difference between skeet and trap is. So I'm just kind of the little bit I know about either, just kind of throwing those at these
Oh, okay.
questions.
So the big difference is one of them is like birds on the ground that are flying away from you, and the other is for birds that are in trees flying around, right? So a dove or something that's up in a tree, I guess it could also be for something flying by, but I think for me, it's dove or quail or pheasants or something that come up from the ground. So trap is the one that's got the thing in front of you, and it's always in front of you on the ground, and it shoots away from you on the ground in front of you, and you say pull, and the thing comes up from the ground at your feet, and you move around so that sometimes you're shooting to the left or right, but it's always in front of you on the ground. Skeet is the one where there's the towers, and those towers shoot from either high or low. And once you play, you know which side they're coming out of. But if you're just watching, it seems kind of random because they're coming
Yeah.
out from both the different towers all the time. That was a sneaky way of trying to get the answer. So then the last one is how many shooting stations are there on a trap field? So that was the opposite of the skeeting one. And for me, I can remember again that there's these stations so that you get, basically they test you shooting kind of over your right shoulder, over your left shoulder kind of thing. And I never remember until I mean, even if I had a picture, I'd have to remember which one was which field, I guess. Anyway, did everybody get finished? Everybody done?
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
So what kind of, I don't think there's any point in me saying C results because it keeps showing me zeros. I got to figure out, I must have, I think I probably have a setting. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So Foss, what was your score?
40%.
Oh,
DJ?
40.
Uh-oh.
What the hell's
Barbecue?
going on here? Well, I'm a little confused because it told me 20, but I'm looking at my answers here, and I've got 1, 2, 3 right so far. And if I got one of these
It
wrong,
shows-
it's not showing me the proper answer.
Oh.
Unless yeah, I don't know. But yeah, mine says 20.
And then what did you guys get?
40.
I have
Oh,
40.
okay. Well, how many of them did you get right or wrong, though? Oh, because I shouldn't scroll. I mean, if it's broken or whatever, then
That one. See, it shows that one's right. Just says I got that one right.
I'm going to go see if I can look real quick and see from the results.
That one.
Mine confirms cross-referenced with 4 correct answers of 10.
Yeah, I see a 60 and a 50 and a 20.
Oh.
But then looking at these, I've
Oh, no,
got
these are in the
4 that are right at showing me. But it says I got 20%.
You guys scroll up and down and see if your percents are right.
I don't know what you share your screen, Barbecue.
I have to show my phone.
Oh, you're on your phone.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But if you guys scroll up and down, does it show that you're
Yeah, Mine
does as well.
Oh, wait, hold on. So this is saying I did not answer the question, but I did answer the question.
Oh, okay. Well, that's no problem. If you accidentally missed a bunch, that would explain why you went to like 20% out of nowhere.
Yeah, well, in like this one, I know I answered 5 on. See which ones else it's telling me I apparently didn't answer.
Yeah, sure. Now that he knows all the answers.
Yeah,
he's
I
going
know,
back
right?
and changing it.
Well, here's what's going to happen. You're not going to win the 3 whammies because it's between Voss and DJ now.
Yep.
Both
Yeah,
have-
because even still, I'd only have like 40% then.
Okay. Okay, so good. I don't feel
So
bad.
they'd
that
still beat me.
it screwed you or something then. All right,
No,
so
I'm not
then
worried about it. That's
we're
weird,
going
though.
to go to, so that they don't realize which one we're going to. We're going to robots, one of my favorites. And this one is definitely Lost in Space heavy. So we'll see how many we have to go down. So Terminator Robot versus RoboCop. What are you voting, Boss?
Terminator.
DJ?
Terminator.
Result? Terminator wins. Old-fashioned Lost in Space versus Forbidden Planet. Foss?
I would say Robbie because he's more mobile.
Yeah, I can't imagine anybody's going to vote for the old one. DJ?
I'm with Robbie as well. He's just cooler.
Oh, you're both wrong, but that's equally wrong. So old-fashioned Lost in Space versus new Lost in Space. That doesn't make any sense.
Oh,
Anyway, old-fashioned Lost in Space versus new Lost in Space. Oh, sorry. This is 1998 Lost in Space. Sorry. So that's the movie Lost in Space versus the old TV show Lost in Space robots.
to me, there's no question. Boss, what do you got? I know where I'm going.
Well, I would have went old school, but the new one would win.
That's
I agree.
tough. Not everybody uses the same criteria, so you're guessing like 6 ways of guessing over here. So you're saying which one's your answer?
I'll go
What'd you-
old school. Just
All right, DJ.
I'm all about the new one. It kicked ass.
Oh, okay. We finally have a. Oh, and DJ wins with the new one, and it's not the newest new one. It's the one from that movie. I
with
just got-
Matt LeBlanc.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Which is not great, but it's not the worst either. But anyway, the
I
new one
liked
is
it.
definitely different because at least this one, these two share that the robot is part of their crew. Like somebody on Earth invented the robot, and it's part of the whole thing. Where the newest one that just has the like 2018 to 2021, their robot is another alien species, and it's just weird. Okay, so that means that DJ turns out winning everything.
No way.
Is that what just happened?
Wait, did Boss win second? Oh, I did. Did I win the revolver round? The second round? Boss wins first round. I win second round, and I take this one in a tiebreaker.
You took 2 of them in a tiebreaker, didn't you? Or did Barbecue win the other tiebreaker?
I think Barbecue won the other tiebreaker.
Okay. I'm
No,
not-
DJ won the other tiebreaker.
Did he win? Oh, I'm choosing to remember
You
him
just said
losing.
that you didn't hardly ever win.
Ah, damn.
All right, so here we go. DJ wins. So, I just moved everything. Let me my camera back over here, and we'll go through our fabulous prizes. We got about 6 minutes before the newest show on the planet starts over on Foss's channel. You want to tell us about that show again?
It is the Wednesday night mouse party. No set topics, just kind of free form, chit chat about whatever everybody wants to chit chat, hang out, have some fun.
Right on, about an hour you said, and that's happening probably at the top of the hour when this show's over.
Yeah.
I mean,
Moments away.
here we go. So DJ's got his choice for this show, at least, between this DC project
Ooh.
thing I came up with. So this is designed to be a project on a 3D printer, an experiment with the new material. This is made out of the material that a milk jug lid is made out of, so it's much more durable and rugged, although you don't get the fine details as the other material I was using. But this is designed to be both practical and have a design to it, right? That's the first prototype of it. This is not the first one, but the first I designed, or the first I printed in this orange PTEG it's called. So orange 7.62 by 39 ammo collection holder. You set this on a shelf and put all your bullets in it, and that way they don't fall over.
I had on those. Can you tier that so each one is at higher? Because it might show off the bullets better.
I thought about that.
I've
done a couple of the prototypes that people have where the holes go different, because I didn't want to do the outside of the mag, because then it wouldn't look like a mag, because I thought about making it like auditorium. So what I did is I made these holes deeper, slightly less deeper, but then they flopped around way too much, and that amount of height difference made no difference at all. So I could make a different type of one that's less worried about looking like a magazine, and just offered like a way to hold the magazines, because I figured this shape is necessary. If you put them in a straight line, it falls over. So if you put it in a curve or something, or some kind of an angle, they have a better base. So I could do that though, and I could use a lot of material, but that's a whole nother thing. So appreciate the feedback on that though. That's the other one. And then the last is just these 50 BMGs that are made again out of this. They're the type that have a grid inside, so they're strong, but I wouldn't go around using them as a dummy round or anything. But if they fall off of something, they're not going to break. Anyway, we got one in the new teal color, or the orange color.
Yeah, those are cool.
They are
I
wicked.
figure people that are collecting them, I print a couple in each color I buy now, any of the new threads I get. Anyway, you got a preference? And then there'll be some
I do. And a request after I state my preference. I would like to go with the DC Project piece. And I would like on Barbecue's next order through the Greer website store for you to include it in his package in honor of his work for 2A Women Wednesday on this very day and the last several months.
What a brown noser.
I was going to say suck up.
So here's a question for the next tactical quiz. What? You mean that something from this tactical quiz is going to follow over to next Wednesday's tactical quiz? Yeah, that's what's about to happen. This is both practical and it's a paperweight, so it's not that heavy. It can't really be a paperweight, but this is designed to be practical. What is the practical use of this? You don't have to tell me now, because that will be one of the bonus questions for next week. What's the practical use of this project? What would I possibly have come up with as the practical use? It's not solid necessarily, but it's a durable, rugged piece of plastic in this shape, and it's got the DC Project logo.
By the way, G, on the mag, instead of just like, I understand tiering the holes like you were talking about, what if you just stagger them so they're not in line? Because like the back row looks like it's kind of out of line. Oh, are they?
Well, I mean, in real life, when you look at them with rounds in there, yeah, they see them. But yeah, right on. So with that, I'm going to get me off the screen. What am I on the screen for? Let's put this back as the main screen. There we go. And then I'll have everybody down underneath here. Or let me just get rid of this, I guess. Do we need it? I don't know. I'll come up with a better format for the show, but I want to thank everybody again for joining in. Foss probably got to take off. Oh, he's got a couple of glow-in-the-dark and kind of a, I don't know what to call that, like shiny blue, shiny purple.
Yeah, this one's neat because you can see it looks like facets when you turn it.
Yeah, like that one really, the color of that one really brings that out. All right, so again, thanks everybody for showing up and being a part of the creation of a new series. Oh my God, that's creepy for people. Let's not do that. Creation of a new series, and being patient with the errors and the lags and the frustrations of it. But it'll get getting better. Each Wednesday we'll be doing this. Stay tuned for new, unique quizzes each week. And these are all thanks to our Patreons, people that make it possible for what we are able to make it possible for us to take the time to do the stuff we do, to pay for the software and the servers and the time it takes to put this stuff together. So thanks to Foss for being the first one to jump in, DJ joining as well, and then Barbecue. Hopefully we had a fun game here. I encourage everybody to jump over to Foss's show. We'll put a link in the live chat here and in the description of the video for people that are watching this after the fact to check out the show we're talking about. If anybody wants to plug anything or say anything on the way out, this is your time.
Thanks for the opportunity, G. It was fun. Look forward to the next one.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Peace.
Just for the Terminator and the RoboCop thing earlier.
Mouse party.
GearWebsites.com is your source for firearms-based playing cards and books. We also have mugs, shirts, and posters with designs that we've made live. Of course, we have patches. Every Friday is Free Patch Friday. We appreciate your support. Thank you for shopping at GearWebsites.com. So let us know what you think. We'll be watching the comments wherever you find the video, over on Gunstreamer.com or on GunTube.org. Thank you for supporting our projects. If you'd like to buy us a cup of coffee, check out our Patreon channel.
The guys and gals of GunWebsites.com encourages you to take a CCW class every year, practice at least once a month, and carry every day. Thank you for watching GunWebsites.com.